Hey guys, welcome to today's tutorial, and this time around we're going to be editing a video inside Canva. So you're going to edit with me. Alright, so here is the Canva interface, the very first thing you see when you log into the app. So we'll just scroll to the side and look for the plus button. So scroll to the side. When you see the plus button, you click on it because we want to get a blank canvas. Remember, we are trying to create a video, so you might want to click on video first. Click on the plus and click on educational video 1920 by 1080. That's what we're going for. Wait for that to load. Alright, so this is what we have, and the slides, I'll say the slides that I want to use for this video have already been designed. So we're just going to, first you should have a concept of the kind of design you want to make. So the idea I have is me talking on one side and the slides playing on the other half of the video. So let me just look through the templates that will be suggested and see if I will get something that I can work with. Otherwise we'll just design from scratch. I think this will do. It's a template, so we can always change anything that we don't want, the colors, the videos, the text, anything at all. Okay, I think I'll just apply all the pages. If there's any page that I don't need in the course of the design, I can always delete. So I think I'll just apply all pages. You can always change the color. You can always change the color. Okay. Alright, so here we are. So first I would like to change this. Let's make that my name. You can zoom in. You can always zoom in if you can't really see. If it's too tiny, if the element you're working on is too tiny, you can zoom in. So yeah, now I'm just going to introduce the video. Don't need this, so delete it. Delete. Now tap on the video on the screen and click on replace. So this is my gallery. These are the pictures in my gallery. Oh, this is images, so we're not looking for pictures. Okay, this is all, so we're going to video. It's a video we want to work with. Yeah, that's the video, so selected. All right, going to refresh that. Now just going to try and spread this, adjust, making adjustments. While adjusting, look out for the indicators, the lines, looking for the nudge so I can move it in bits. Anytime you see the purple lines, they are trying to tell you that okay, this is properly aligned. So we're going to move. Just tap on the arrows that's pointing towards the direction you want to move the object. Okay, now the background. Tap on the background. I want to change that blue background. Wait, is that blue? I want to change the background. So we're going to scroll. We're not searching for my gallery now, so we're going to go to photos. If you look at the bottom, photos. So we're going to use one of Canva's premium photos, Pro photos. So get Canva Pro, guys. So I'm searching for neon video background. That's the keyword, neon background, the keyword I'm going to use. Remember, I said have an idea of what you want to design. I already have a picture in my head, so I'm just going to try and bring that to life. Okay, so I'm going to scroll through and see the one I would like to use. So I had to pause and get one, and that was what I settled for, this right here. So we're going to introduce that. If you keep scrolling to the bottom, you'll find it. Alright, so now that this is here, this doesn't feel right. The background of the video, the frame rather, doesn't feel right. So I'm going to zoom in, then try to change the frame so it rhymes with the background. Color picker is not working. changing that manually because it seems like there is a layer on the screen. Not working for me. So deleted. I'm going to introduce a background, so just give it a different background. Let's try to reduce it and see if it fits inside the video without a background first. This could work, but let's see. So I had to add, I searched for a neon background. This time around, not under videos, just neon background. And I selected this. Now I'm going to crop it, enlarge it, and send it to the back of the video. So I'm going to use the notch position first to take it to the back, send it backwards. So now we can move it to the top or fit it to the video. Notch. And bring it. I'm going to flip this so that it blends with the background. You can see pink is in the middle and purple on the other side. So you flip vertically, horizontally. Okay, so I think it will be better. Adjustments. Just reducing the excess at the edges of the background, the neon background. You have to be patient when you're designing. Don't give up. Don't give up very easily. Okay. Reduce and align. making adjustments. Just watch. We're bringing in our slides now. Okay, so that's the first one. Add the page. So we're going to position that it's coming together. Okay. Move that to the back. So let's play and see. See what I like about the neon background, the lights. Okay, so now we have our video on the timeline and we have one of the slides in as well, but we are going to be introducing some points and we need to play the slides at the time when we are talking about those points. So what we're going to do now is to play the video. When it gets to the point where you make another introduction, like I said, I'm going to be talking about 2 lucrative passive income ideas in this video, and then I say the first one. So at the point where I say the first one, I'm going to move this video just like this on the timeline, just before I say the first one is, or the first one is, before I introduce the first one, before I mention what the first one is. So once I am sure that I'm at that point, I'll just tap on split. So you have to be sure that you have it where you want it to be. Now we'll tap on split and we'll do the same for other parts. So later I will now come and edit each of those videos one after the other. So what I'm only doing is changing the slides. So it will not have the first slide. I'll change the second video to bear the second slide and the third video to bear the third slide. I hope you guys get it. So now I want to edit the last slide that's going to play when I say connect with me, but I'm not going to use any slide for that. I just want to, use text on the bare background. So let's do that. Okay, so now after typing all my social handles, I'm going to come and search for the elements or the logos, the icons rather. So the first is Facebook, then we do Instagram, then we do Twitter, and then we do WhatsApp. Okay, so I'm going to merge all these elements together. To do that, you press and hold one element, then tap on select multiple. Then you can zoom in if they are tiny. You can zoom in and just tap on every other element that you want to group together. So you just select them like this. That's 7 and that's 8. So now just click on group. So these are now, all 8 elements are now one. So you can move them together. So now I'll quickly show you guys how I edited some other aspects of the videos, inserting the slides, inserting videos into the slide, and also applying transitions and other things that will be helpful to you when you want to edit videos on Canva. Okay, so after splitting the videos at the point where you want them, or at the point where you want to introduce your different slides for every new point you're going to be introducing in your video, you now want to replace the slides. I've already replaced the slides here, so I couldn't record while doing that, so I'm just recording after I've done that already. So I'm going to show you guys how you can do the same. So this has been splitted, and we're having, if you notice, we're having different pages. Now this is the first page, which is the first split that we have. That's the first video. So this is another one. I splitted the video and then I did the adjustment. So at the point where you're about to introduce the next information, you split the video there. So this has been edited, but let's assume that it hasn't been edited. You tap on it just like that, and then you click on replace. So when you do that, you'll be able to select the image of the second slide you want to introduce. Now, like I advise, always upload your pictures into Canva. So before you even start designing, I think you should just, when you click on your blank page, before you start doing anything, just click on the blank page and then click on the add, the plus button, and upload your pictures. Select all the slides and then upload all of them. This is what I mean. Let's assume that this is what you want to do. So you click on this plus button. When you still have your blank page, you click on the plus button, you click on uploads, click on upload media. So this is going to open up your gallery, depending on the type of phone you're using. For me, I have to click on downloads to access my gallery. So maybe your gallery will open up, or just go through, you know, where you saved your pictures, or you know where you saved the pictures you want to use. So while you're here, you just select them and upload. Okay, so just make sure that the pictures you want to work with are already uploaded inside Canva, so that makes it easy for you to just, replace the pictures. So now you want to replace the slide. Remember, we are assuming that it's still having the first slide, so all you have to do is tap on the picture like this, then tap on replace, and then select one of the pictures that you have here. I'm not changing that right now because these are not the same slides. So for example, I'll come back and change that. So any picture you select will be replaced. Can you see that it has changed? So this is what I did for every other split that I made. I changed the second slide and I replaced the third slide as well. Then there's a part that I said businesses could incorporate affiliate marketing into their strategies. I didn't want to use the same affiliate marketing slide for that. So what I did was to use a video. So I'll just show you how I did that. I didn't want to use this same slide to talk about companies incorporating the model and their strategies, so I decided to use a video instead. So what I did was split it at a point where I mentioned that companies can also, you get, so that's the split you're seeing. Then I now went to the new slide and I tapped on, it was having the affiliate marketing flyer here, of course, so I tapped on the flyer. Let's assume that that's the flyer right there, and I tapped on replace. So this time we're not using my gallery pictures or pictures, we're tapping on video at the bottom of the screen. So this will give you access to Canva's video library. Good for you if you're on the pro. You can use any pro or any premium quality video for your work. Alright, so I did a search with the keyword affiliate marketing and I scrolled through and selected the video that I wanted. So you can see the video is right there at the top under recently used. Okay, so what I did was search. Let me just show you guys and hope this doesn't freeze. It's always freezing. Affiliate marketing, you can see it. So when you search, if you want to search for videos related to other things, you can just type and it will bring up related videos for you. You can do business, you can do sales, anything. Okay, so I did affiliate marketing and you can see the video right there. Now if you notice, this video is 22 seconds long. So to use the video, you just tap on it, but I'm not going to tap on it now because the video is there already in my design. Okay, so let's assume I've tapped and the video is now on the screen. Okay, so now I need to trim because this is 22 seconds long. If I don't trim, even when I stop talking, the video might continue playing. So this particular slide will now be 22 seconds long. So I'm going to check how long I spoke on this particular slide. So my own video is what I'll tap on right now. And at the bottom here, I'll scroll and you can see where you have the scissors icon. You can see how long this video is. It is 11.9 seconds. So what I'm going to do now is to tap on the video that I brought on the screen and trim it so that it rhymes with my own video, so they both end at the same time. So I'm tapping on that video right now. I'll scroll and you can see it has already been trimmed, but we're assuming that it hasn't been trimmed in this particular tutorial. So this is it. This is the video trimmed already to the point where I wanted it to stop. But let's assume that this is how it came and I wanted it at 11.9. I just have to move the marker to 11.9 seconds. Yeah, just like that. And when I'm done, just tap anywhere on the screen and your edit has been saved. So this for this particular slide, when I'm talking about businesses using the model and their marketing, this is what will be playing on the screen. So to move between slides, different slides of your video, or between different pages of your video, I call them pages because when you crop, it's like you've created different pages. So for you to move from one page that you're done editing one page, you want to move to another, okay, you just click outside the video. Like now this video is highlighted, so you click outside the video and you see this number, the pages will be showing at the bottom here. So you tap on it and it's going to bring up everything. So you double tap on the page that you want to work on. So I'm going to double tap on page 5 and you can see that it has come up. You can as well swipe on the screen, but I find this other method, the first method, easier, right? So let's assume that you only have one page, but you just designed one slide. You want to create a new slide. Highlight the slide that you want to duplicate at the bottom, just like this. Let's assume this is what I want to duplicate, and then you click on duplicate. I'm not going to do that now because I don't want to create another copy of this. Okay, I can always undo. So you duplicate. When you tap on duplicate, you can see that another slide was created that looks exactly like the previous one. So you can now tap and start editing and change whatever it is you want to edit. If you make a mistake and you don't have to start looking for how to delete or whatever, just look at the top here and tap the undo. That's the undo and the redo button. So you tap on undo and your last step will be reversed. Okay, so you've learned how to move through different pages and how to create new pages. Have I showed how to create a new page? Yeah, you duplicate to create a new an identical slide, right? You can do that. So another method is to scroll to the very last slide and then swipe. That will just create a new page, but it might not be exactly like the previous slide. So as you can see, a new page has been created, and if you tap outside the box, you see that we now have 8 pages. So I'm just going to undo that. All right, so something else I want to show you is how you can group elements. So where should we do that? Okay, before that, let me show you how I was able to create the effect where I had my name typing on the screen while I was seeing it. Okay, so this was supposed to be one slide where I said, oh, if you got value, connect with me. And for those of you seeing me for the first time, my name is Itomo Basige. So this is what I did. I went ahead to cut the split the video at the point where I said, if you got value. So that's at this point. If you got value, do connect with me to learn more. And for those of you seeing me for the first time, so this was that point. So I did another split right at the point where it was about to start saying my name. So with that done, all I have to do now is to tap on the plus button and add a new text. Okay, the plus at the bottom here, add a new text, and I used one of the calligraphy fonts. That's what I used to achieve this particular text, and then I applied animation to it. So the text, you select the text now, and if you scroll, this is where you find animation. This is the animation icon. So you tap on it and you select the animation you want. In this case, I selected typewriter, so that's why it was just typing on the screen while I was saying my name. Okay, so there are different animation types depending on the kind of effect you want to create in your video, or the kind of effect you want to create with your text. You can select anyone that applies, but for this particular video, what I wanted was the typewriter. I actually wanted it to type on the screen, so I'm just going to change. And then I'll come back to undo and go back to what it was before. So that's another one that works. You can see that this is a different animation. It works too. So it depends on what you want. So it depends fully on what you want for your video. So I just went back to the animation that was on it before. So that's how you apply animation. Now you can apply animation to the video as a whole, or you apply to individual elements on the video. If you want to apply animation to the full page, you just select the page. You select the page and you go to animate. Then you can animate the page the way you want. Just like we selected different animations for the text, you can do the same for your page or for individual elements on your page. Now to the next thing I would like to show you guys. If you look between the splits, there are transitions. You can apply transitions between the splits. So while it doesn't have to just be boring, you can apply transitions to add a professional touch to your videos. Okay, so by default it will have a plus. There will be a plus button between each page, so you just tap on it. It's not having that here because transition has been applied already, so it's going to assume the icon of the transition that was applied. So for you, you'll be having a plus button between each page. So for you to add transition between each page, you just tap on that plus button. Assume that was a plus button. Okay, so when you do that, you're going to have two options. You're either adding a new page, or you're adding a transition. Okay, so if you're adding a new page, that means a page will be created between the two pages, right? But what we want to do right now is to add a transition. So you select transition and the options will be brought up for you. So it depends on you, what kind of effect you want to have. Bear in mind that most of these transitions are only available on the Pro plan. You can only use them on the Pro, so you might want to get Canva Pro. Yeah, so let's just see the different ones we have. Okay, so this is what will happen. It will move between one page to the other, but this is how it's going to move. Okay, this is another one. You can see that. Okay, so I'm going to undo this. Okay, now if you're applying transition to your video, don't crop or don't split it at exactly the point where you want the next video to start. Okay, you want to add like 1 or 2 seconds space in front. Let's say I want it to start at if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is, I want to crop it at the point where it says time or I'm, something like that. So by the time the transition is applied, it will take up that time part and it will just come up with, it will start with my name is. I don't know if that's clear enough for you guys, but don't just crop it exactly at the point where you want to start saying what you want the next page to start with, because the transition might take up a little bit of the beginning of the next video. For example, if I just crop it at the point where I'm saying my name is, by the time the transition is applied, you might just hear name is, you understand? So you want to give a little gap in front when you're applying your transition. The transitions can always be edited or adjusted, right? You can see the duration. You can adjust the duration of your transition, how fast you want it to play or how slow you want it to play. You can as well adjust the direction of the flow of that transition. Okay, so that's how you apply transitions to your video. I'm going to undo that now. All right, so next I want to show you how you can merge elements in your video. Okay, how you can merge elements, how you can group more than one element. So I'll just go to the last slide because that's where I actually did that. So connect with me with my WhatsApp number. These were all individual elements, including the WhatsApp icon. So I just grouped everything together. Same thing with my picture at the bottom with the thank you notes, whatever. I grouped that together so I can move them as one. Can you see that? So you can actually do that too with different elements on your screen. So I'm going to show an example with what we have here already. So for you to do that, you tap on one element, you tap and hold, then this pop-up will be at the bottom here. So click on select multiple. When you click on select multiple, you can now select other elements you want to group or you want to merge together with this video. So let's say I tap on this. That will be, sorry, it was already selected, so let's do that again. Tap and hold, select multiple. If you tap on something and it doesn't select, it means you mistakenly tap on the same thing. So what I like to do is to zoom in so I can touch, especially if those other elements are tiny. So I'm going to tap on this as a second. You can see we now have number 2 showing at the top of the select multiple. So you scroll. Okay, they've been grouped already, but in some cases you see the option to group them, but they've been grouped already. So like this is one element. So you can try, just to be sure, you can tap outside and then tap on it again and try moving. Tap on that video. Well, it paired with the background. Can you see that? I think my name, I actually, in the main video, I think I grouped my name with the background so it doesn't keep moving as I'm working. So by grouping it with the video, I grouped everything together. So you can see that these things are moving as one element. So especially when you're working with tiny elements in your video and you might be trying to tap on one thing or to move one particular element and you mistakenly move something that you struggled to get into position. So this will help you to group them together so you can move them easily. That's one. Also, you can lock elements in place so you don't mistakenly move them and have to struggle to get them back in place with the lock button. So if I lock this element now, I cannot move them. They cannot be moved, they cannot be edited, they cannot be touched anymore until I have to tap on them and unlock, just like that, as you can see. So I'm going to undo all of that. So that's basically the things you need to know about editing a video on Canva. I believe with this you'll be able to do fine with editing simple videos using the Canva video editor. Alright, so when you're done with all of your design, all of your beautiful video editing, you tap on the download button. Mind you, I'm using the web version, I'm not using the app, so you tap on the download button, that's it at the top, and you select download. I think the process is the same. The process is the same when you're using the app. The only difference might be the download, the way it downloads, right? Your video is not affected, but I'm talking about the process on the app and on the browser. Okay, so you can select if you just want some specific pages of your design, you can select, but if you're downloading every aspect of your video, just select all pages. All of the pages will be selected and you click on done. Then back here you click on download. As you can see, it's already on MP4 video, so you can download your videos. I'm not downloading this right now because it's already saved in my gallery. So that was the process, guys. That's how I came about that editing. So I hope that you got value from this tutorial. If you did, let me know. It's going to be an encouragement to me to keep putting out stuff like this. And please do not forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell. That's the most you can do to encourage me, right? Alright, so I hope to see you guys in the next tutorial. If you create any video, be sure to share it with me so that we can analyze and then learn together. Alright, so I'll be drawing the curtain here. See you guys in the next one. Bye.